Baseball has been here for more than 100 years, and there have been a lot of legendary games that have been played till now. In today's video, we are going to take a look at the 5 greatest baseball games of all time. Stay tuned to find out more. Number 5. Minnesota Twins vs Atlanta Braves, October 27, 1991. Jack Morris threw away the most dominant start since Don Larson's excellent game in 1956. Morris pitched all 10 innings, allowing 7 hits while firing 8 strikeouts in a classic duel with a youngster and future Hall of Famer named John Smoltz. Kirby Puckett tied the series 3-3 by clubbing a walk-off home run in the 11th inning of Game 6 to force Game 7. Then, Morris followed that up in Game 7 with a featured 1 run scored by both teams in 69 total at-bats. For its genuine friction, some folks also call this the greatest World Series ever. Number 4. New York Mets vs Houston Astros, October 15, 1986. Despite their amazing 108-54 record, which won the NL East by 21 half games, the Mets found themselves in playoff nail-biters. This time, it was against the Houston Astros at the old Astrodome, spilling into extra innings. The Mets were up 3-2 in the series, but this was almost the same as Game 7 for the Mets, who did not want to lose and then faced the unhittable Mike Scott on the road in Game 7. Houston jumped out to a 3-0 lead, which lasted 8 innings. The desperate Mets plated 3 runs in the 9th. Then, they scored the go-ahead in the 14th, only to see the Astros tie it 4-4. Then, the Mets scored 3 runs in the 16th. Houston scored 2 runs and came within a close hair of tying the game and series. The Mets closed out the Astros and progressed to face Boston in the Fall Classic. Number 3. New York Yankees vs Boston Red Sox, October 6, 2003. Tied 6-6 in the bottom of the 11th, Aaron Boone paced forward home plate. Willie Randolph had just told Boone that he was about to hit a home run. Tim Wakefield's first thumping knuckleball met Boone's bat. Then the crack, the arc, and the reactions were all part of the mayhem as Boone punched the Yankees' ticket to the World Series. It was the end of a great series, a difficult game that had come to define the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry over the last century. Maybe no player had caught the moment better than Mariano Rivera. The iconic Yankees closer ran out to the diamond using the Jubilance and fell down on the mound. Other Yankees tried to lift him from the ground, but his body kept collapsing from relief, fatigue, and exhilaration. Number 2. Boston Red Sox and Cincinnati Reds, October 21, 1975. This game was responsible for the most celebrated swing and reactions of all time, with the game tied 6-6 in the 12th inning and the Reds leading in the series 3-2. Carlton Fisk strolled to home plate. His uppercut swing began a pitch high and deep, with fans shooting up out of their seats to follow its way. Fisk hopped up and down the first baseline, waving his hands like an air traffic controller, like he was commanding the ball to fly out of Fenway Park. The ball also sailed over the Green Monster and into the electric Boston night. The Red Sox beat the Big Red Machine to force Game 7, which they ended up losing. But few events are more acclaimed than the Fisk homer at Fenway Park. Number 1. New York Mets vs Boston Red Sox, October 25, 1986. The Mets were down 2 runs, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. The champagne and World Series trophy were already seated in the Red Sox clubhouse. Even an unexpected of the Shea Stadium scoreboard showed the words, "Congratulations Boston Red Sox, 1986 World Champions." Then, there was a base hit, then another one, and then one more. Mookie Wilson came to the plate with the lead shift to 5-4 and 2 outs in the 10th. With 2 balls and 2 strikes, Wilson saw a wild pitch fly by that road to the backstop, bringing Kevin Mitchell home from third base, and the score was suddenly tied at 5. With a full count on Wilson in the 10th, he hit a dribbler to first base, and a lot of people know what happened next. Bill Buckner stepped forward, the ball splashed through his legs, and Mookie made it to first as Ray Knight ran toward the home plate from second base to score the winning run. Boston went from the intoxicating high of World Series victory to the most surprising defeat in the history of baseball. The Mets won Game 7 in Queens and became kings of the sport.